Hi, today we are going to talk about ionic and covalent compound. I'm Veethesh.
And I'm Divyesh, and we're from Sapphire.
What is ionic and covalent bond? Ionic bond, a chemical bond which is formed through the transfer of electrons from the metal atoms to the non-metal atoms. Covalent bond, a chemical bond formed by the sharing of electrons between non-metal atoms.
What is plastic? Plastics are synthetic materials made from polymers which are long molecules built around chains of carbon atoms, typically with hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen filling in the spaces. Covalent bonds hold the atoms in the polymer molecules together, and secondary bonds then hold groups of polymer chains together to form polymeric material.
What is plastic pollution? Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic objects and particles, example given plastic bottles, bags and microbeads, in the Earth's environment that adversely affects wildlife habitat and humans.
What is industry? An industry is a branch of an economy that produces a closely related set of raw materials, goods, or services.
What are the problems caused by plastic? The problems caused by plastic are those resulting in ingestion and entanglement to wildlife. Plastic fragments appear to form by the mechanical and chemical deterioration of larger items. However, ingestion is likely to be particularly problematic for species that specifically select plastic items because they mistake them for their food. Plastic has the potential to transfer toxic substances to the food chain during plastic degradation process. Toxic chemicals like polystyrene into water, causing pollution. In the marine environment, plastic debris such as pellets, fragments, and microplastic contain organic contaminants including polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and petroleum hydrocarbons. Even very small quantities of plastics could facilitate transport of contaminants from plastic to organism upon ingestion.
What is the problem caused by industrial? Industrial process such as extracting metal from sulfide ores and the composition of calcium sulfate in the manufacture of cement causes the sulfur dioxide to be released into the air. The emission of sulfur dioxide leads to the formation of sulfur oxides. Those small particles may penetrate deeply into the lungs, and insufficient quality can contribute to the health problems or bring complications to human health. Sulfur dioxide dissolves in clouds, fog, rain, dew, or snow, resulting in very dilute acid solutions. In clouds and moist air, it will travel around the air currents until it deposited as acid rain.
What are the solutions to overcome plastic pollution? The technology that has been used to prevent plastic from entering the ocean and rivers is known as the interceptor. The interceptor is a barrier and conveyor belt system that concentrates and extracts plastic from rivers. This technology, due to its solar power, does not require polluting and expensive fuels, allowing for efficient operating costs and minimal labor requirements for its activities. This technology reduces plastic pollution as the amount of plastic in rivers and oceans will decrease. The technique that has been implemented to minimize potential of toxic substances released to the food chain is by upcycling algae waste into biochemical products, which is less toxic. By using naturally occurring algae, this solution helps to reduce conventional plastic use. These biochemical products can replace the usage of plastic, which will reduce chemical like polystyrene to be released into the water and food chain of marine life.
What is the solution to overcome problem caused by industrial? The technology that was used is an sulfur dioxide scrubber system, which is the informal name for flue gas desulfurization (FGD) technology, which removes or scrubs sulfur dioxide emissions from the exhaust of coal-fired power plants. This enables sulfur dioxide to be removed before it's released into the atmosphere. The white plume that comes out from the stack is water vapor.
In conclusion, it's been proven through numerous number of studies that plastics and ionic and covalent compound usage in the industrial sector benefits for economic growth and future. But the current production, manufacture and disposal causes a lot of problem than benefiting humankind, wildlife and environment. The increment in the demand of plastic every year has given a rise to the amount of plastic materials and product entering the river and oceans, as well as the increase in wildlife that are endangered by plastic pollution. Furthermore, chemical compounds released by industrial sector causes negative effects towards the environment, especially by emitting acidic gases that leads to acid rain.
It is evident that many studies and researchers have been proved that these technologies have been used and showed a good result as a solution to fix these problems and effects caused by plastic and chemical compounds in the production of industrial sector. In the upcoming, we hope that this report will decrease the plastic production and also reduce plastic pollution and hazard chemical pollution towards the earth. Plastic pollution and harmful chemical compounds used in industrial sectors should be stopped before it becomes an alerting crisis to humankind, wildlife, and the ecosystem. Thank you.